one question that I have before I forget is, what are your go-to podcasts? Are they MS related? Are they business related? I would love to hear what you listen to.
There's not a ton of MS to Zack's point. Here's another one, Zack. There's not a lot of MS podcasts even now. So just saying. I mostly listen to a lot of online business types of podcasts and Marketing Made Easy. And now that I'm building this Patients Getting Paid course, I'm listening to a lot of course conversations on best platforms to use and how to market best for courses and that sort of thing. But yeah, if I'm not on some kind of meeting, I've got these things in my ear all the time. I'm always listening to podcasts.
So it's interesting. You're essentially creating a sense of community through podcast listening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try to. And people, I hear from people almost daily that, thank you for this because I learned. Thank you because I met. A lot of people meet each other through this too. So yeah, it's, as I said, I wish I was smart enough to have planned that out. I am not, but I'm smart enough to capitalize on.
If you had planned it out, it wouldn't have worked.
Probably exactly right.
So if you have a vertical, if you're in a vertical that is missing content, or you have a voice that you want to be out there, then start a podcast, right? Is that what we're saying?
Okay, Zack, I can go along with that. Yes. But it's also not just about, again, back to that conversation. It depends on what your goal is. If you're looking for numbers, if you're looking to monetize, if you're looking to just get your name out there, those are different goals, and so different reasons to do it.
No, very fair. Very fair. You said something about bulking and podcast interviews. Did you have like a moment where the podcasts were getting all over the place and it was just like, yeah. So a few years ago when I was doing a lot of interviews, I would be just like that, where it'd be like Monday at 2, like I was just like, oh, book whenever, right? Monday at 2, Tuesday at 11 and 12. And like they'd be all over the place. And then one time I was like, screw it. I was like, FU podcasts, right? Like FUMS thrown in there.
Right.
I was like, this is ridiculous. And so I was like, I'm only going to do them Thursdays from like 1 to 4, and it fixed all the problems.
I have started just at the end of last year. I started utilizing a lot of software to help me. So I mentioned CoScheduler, and then I got Calendly, which again has revolutionized my life because I built all these events, and I can just copy and send a link, and then they can sign themselves up for whatever it is, whether it's a coaching call or a podcast. Now with FUMS, now I'm starting a Patients Getting Paid podcast as well. So I've got 2 separate things. And the beauty about that, I used to speak to people about, I would reach out to them, hey, I think you'd be a great fit. And we'd go back and forth. And then we'd go back and forth about when to book it, and then I would send them questions and we'd go back and forth on that. It was quite the waste of time. And now I send them a link. They see what works on their calendar and what works on mine. They book it, and then immediately they get the questionnaire and fill it out. And it says everything from send me a headshot to, what are your social URLs and all like that. So it has saved me my mind probably.
Yeah. It's been great for me.
Great. Yeah.
As well. Because I would always run into the trap of somebody would want to get on my calendar, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm free tomorrow at such and such time. And then it's like, I had no business scheduling that. Now my day is completely jammed because I tried to put something in there. Whereas to your point, if you block certain days where you can meet with people, then they play into your calendar as you trying to play into theirs.
Right. But the Calendly aspect of it is incredibly applicable here as well, where it is a godsend that 100%. You're just like, look, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Fill the damn thing.
And if I'm not available for a week and a half, then I'm not available for a week and a half.
Like our show right now, this show, like I think we don't have anything until March.
Right.
Well, find a time.
Right.
Yeah, find a time. Like we're not moving anything. Like this Thursday is at 11. Deal with it. like you had the link. You should have booked earlier.
Right.
That's right.